What is happening, guys? Call of Duty Black Ops Kid here, coming at you with a pretty different video. I've been trying to get more into reviews. Now, today we're going to be reviewing kind of something on a budget. A lot of new up-and-comers going to an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, or even possibly PC. This is going to be a review on the Turtle Beach Air Force Recon. It's either 50X, SOX, can't really tell by the packaging. This is it right here. We've already opened it up. We've looked at the instructions. I've had a little bit of time to use it. I've been using it for about 2 or 3 days now. I think I've really already got everything the headset has offered us. Basically, on the back of this has a high-quality 40mm speakers, large 40mm speakers, surround sound, produce crisp high and thundering lows, which is a pretty good thing about headsets nowadays. You're going to want to hear footsteps, especially if you're playing a high first-person shooter like Black Ops 4, or going towards a more, chill and relaxed game, kind of like, I guess, Minecraft would be a good explanation. It does say compatibility for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, Mac, and mobile, even though the box does say Xbox One up at the top. I have tested this on my PC as well as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but of course, I've had a lot more time to work around with it with the Xbox One version. Of course, this is kind of like a budgeted guide. It is a wired headset. This is the review on it. I think it's the 50X. It's the Air Force Recon. So let's go ahead and just take a look at it just for a second. First thing you're going to know is it looks pretty cheap. I mean, it is I think it's $40. I got it on sale for $30 and also got, a 10% additional discount. So, I mean, really, the look of it, it's pretty cheap looking. There's not a lot of padding here or up on the top. There is a little bit on top. Really, when you put it on, it doesn't have a lot of comfort. There is a lot of padding on these sides. Also, it comes with the microphone separate, which we'll be talking about that a little bit later. There is, if I take a look here, inside there, they have a little twisty part. That's where you line it up. And this is one of my first problems with the headset, is putting this in. I wasn't talking at first. I thought that the microphone was actually broken. And it's not. It has a lot of maneuverability with the microphone here. And actually is pretty decent quality, which we'll be previewing a little bit later. Now, this is the finished headset. Of course, this just plugs right in to your 3.5mm adapter to a Xbox One. Of course, it has a pretty cool, nice, stylish side, of course, with Turtle Beach on the insides as well, which is pretty unnecessary, I would say. It does have a serial number and model for us there. It is a 50X, Class B, so not a super high-grade one. For $30, I think, could be a lot worse. I've had a lot of cheap headsets, stuff that the Xbox One carries, their standard, I would say, microphone with one earpiece. When we're going to talk about, of course, style, I would say, the look of it, I mean, looking around the side of my head, it's a pretty basic headset. It actually doesn't have a lot of cushion on the sides, but on the right here and left and right side, without having any audio in it whatsoever, it seems very, very dense. I can barely hear myself talking. So that's really good when it comes to a headset, is you want to be able to not hear the things around you, as well as being able to muffle your ears. That's what I'm looking for a headset. If you're looking for something a little bit lighter, I would recommend like the wireless Turtle Beach that starts at about $80. I can always give a recommendation if you're looking for something wireless as well. We're trying to go cheap on this one. It says it's designed for an Xbox, but of course it can be used on multiple platforms. There is a little bit of an adjuster here. There's nothing super fancy. This just has of course, mute going down. That's the mute button. It does have a mute button here, as well as a volume up and down. That is it. You don't control, your voice quality, anything else like that. Voice chat, mic monitoring, that's all done. And of course, the Xbox One or everything else like that inside of the actual console itself. Looking at the box a little bit more, there's not a lot of special things the game requires. It's literally, you take this, you plug it right in, you start gaming. Getting yourself one that I have with my Afterglows, an Astro set headset, comes with a wireless USB stick. It allows you to do mic monitoring, a few other things like that. I mean, for $30, playing with it, with its gameplay, which we'll have up here. There's a lot of times where I was running around, and I could hear people running away, walking nearby. Of course, on Blackout, and of course, Black Ops 4's multiplayer. I was hearing people very phenomenally for $30 headsets. I was able to hear people walking around very easily. I mean, even going to like a standard Afterglow headset, I have tried out the Afterglow. One of the wired Afterglows were right around the same price. I think $20 was the $20 or $25 version, and the Turtle Beach Recon 50X actually was much better. I mean, the Afterglow did have a little bit of extra cushioning, which is kind of nice. But honestly, we're not looking for something very stylish. We want to be able to hear the environment as well as things around us. We're going to just jump right in and record some mic quality testing. Plugging it in is automatic instant access. It should be able to hear our voice. You'll be able to hear the, of course, mic quality coming through. It gives you kind of a feedback system on your Turtle Beach. It kind of is nice when you have that kind of feel to it, especially when you have to have something where you need to be able to hear yourself, or if you want to hear yourself, sometimes that's something that you really want to do. So I forgot all about recording audio on an Xbox One with the capture card system. Sometimes it doesn't like to capture your audio. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to record it again, and then I'm going to have to record play the audio through my TV. So let's hope that this works out, and let's just go ahead and do it. This is a standard mic test for the 50X. We're going to take the microphone farther away just in case if we forgot the microphone. And then we're going to bring it right back to where it would be at normal pace. Let's hope that it plays through my TV. And without further ado, let's try and start that. This is a standard mic test for the 50X. We're going to take the microphone farther away just in case we forgot the microphone. And then we're going to bring it right back to where it would be at normal pace. Let's hope that it plays through my TV. Just hearing that, the mic quality is, of course, exceptional. Also, you can hear the music from back here. That's how powerful these things are. For $30, that is not a bad headset. I mean, obviously, if you have something like, say, like an Astro, or something, a little bit higher grade, or if your headset's broken and you're trying to look for something a little bit more, this is probably not a bad idea for you. Honestly, I was just kind of testing it out. Went over to a friend's house, didn't have a microphone, or a headset, I should say, and just went out, bought I didn't want something super expensive because it's just going to be something I walk around and travel with, especially if I play stuff competitive. I want something to be able to travel along with that has very good hearing versatility, mic quality of the voice. Just trying to get something out there. Of course, you can use this for multiple applications. You don't have to use this just for gaming. You can do it for recording commentary on your YouTube videos, or just recording commentary overall. Which is something I might end up doing. I mean, I have a Blue Snowball microphone, so it's not like I need, something recording quality. I guess at this point, it's just kind of something that I have something to review with. Giving you kind of something that's not super expensive, especially if you guys are going, starting with a new Xbox One or PlayStation 4, or even trying to get into PC gaming and just want something a little easy on the budget, nothing that is super expensive or, nickel and dime you to death. I mean, I have worked with more expensive headsets. Like I've said, I've had the Afterglow. I've had another Turtle Beach before this, which is around here somewhere. I think these are the Afterglow. These are the Afterglow A50. I've worked with this one a little bit. This one didn't have a mic ball on the end of it. The voice quality was just off. Goes to show something expensive doesn't have a very good longevity. I will say these ones have a little bit better padding. This is what I mean by padding. I mean, look at the sides compared to this one right here. There's a pretty big difference in thickness. It's also got a little bit of extra padding on the top. This one feels more comfortable. But it's not as muffled as this one. It's actually a more expensive version. Also, it's got a straight-in piece, which isn't a big deal. Like, this is the difference. They're both 3.5s, of course. But, I mean, look at, like, how kinky this is. Like, you have to kink this out, and they wear off after a long time. These are just straight in, easy to work with. Nothing super fancy about it. My verdict on the Recon 50X cheap, budgeted headset, I would give probably, I would say an 8.5 out of 10. I would give it a little bit more better of a score. I mean, with the headset twisting in, I don't really like that feature. Maybe they had something wrong with, you know, packaging, or maybe they had other previous models that didn't have one, and they were breaking off or something. It's just something that I don't really know officially on. It's just a cheap, budgeted headset, an 8.5 out of 10. I'm pretty blown away by the quality of it. Of course, it doesn't have an Astro quality or a higher Turtle Beach quality. And I've had, you know, more expensive headsets that haven't had this quality, like the A50 over there. You know, this has just much more better quality, suited for a, you know, a consumer on a budget, I would say. Maybe one of these days I'll continue to keep reviewing type of technical products, moving on to like capture cards or bigger things out there like that. As of right now, we're going to be sticking with trying to get to you some budgets and stuff like that. Other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you guys end up going out buying the 50X, let me know what you guys think about it. I'm pretty blown away with the quality for how cheap it was. And, you know, next time, if you guys want something different, just let me know in the comments below. Subscribe for more quality content just like this every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.